Hi everyone, welcome to The Fix. This is the session where we take the 5 real questions business owners keep asking about AI and break them down into practical answers you can actually use. This week we've had a lot of talk around AI agents, particularly after Wednesday's AI Insight session, and for very good reason. Everyone's hearing about AI agents, everyone's talking about them, everyone's getting excited about them. But very few people really know what they do, how safe they are, and where to start. My name is Craig Pateman, and it's very good to be with you again today for this week's edition of The Fix. And so today we're unpacking the 5 most common questions we've heard this week about AI agents. What they are, what they can do for you, how to use them safely, and where to start without getting lost in the tech. Excuse me. So let's jump into the 5 questions. Excuse me, sorry about that. Let's jump into the 5 questions we've had this week about AI agents. And the first one, what exactly is an AI agent and how is it different from a chatbot or automation? So we'll start here because this is where the majority of confusion begins and people go off on different tangents without really understanding what each one does, how it works, and how it will benefit you and your business. So everyone's used to ChatGPT or basic automations. They take a command and do one thing, but an AI agent is different. It's not about a tool that responds, it's a system that decides. So if you break it down this way, a chatbot responds to prompts, answers one question. An automation performs one task, like sending an email. It takes data from one point, puts it to another point. Takes a customer's details, puts them in an email. Takes customer's details, put them in your CRM. So it's your plumbing, it moves your data around. But an AI agent connects the dots. It figures out what to do next based on context. So instead of waiting for you to ask, it observes, analyzes, and acts inside the rules that you define. And that's important. It's within the guardrails or the rules that you define. It needs to have something to work on to move forward with. So imagine you get 10 new email inquiries a day. A chatbot could draft a reply if you ask it to. An automation might send one pre-written message to everyone. But an AI agent could read each inquiry, tailor the tone, flag the high intent leads, and log them straight into CRM. That's not just smarter automation, that's delegated decision making. So depending upon the email, what the inquiry is about, what the wording of that email is, your AI agent could identify the tone. Are they angry? Are they satisfied? Are they this? Are they that? It could then draft a response based upon the subject of the email, the tone of the email, the emotion in the email, so that you're not producing a generic reply to everyone's email. So it's not as though like if you've set up an autoresponder and you've drafted 5 emails to go out after someone logs in and secures a lead magnet, all those emails are generally written the same, go out in the same order with the same tone and whatever. Here an AI agent can decide if you've got, based upon the tone of the email, what the response should be. So that's the difference. It will decide what to do next. Do I need to know coding or APIs to build an agent? No, you don't need to know coding, you know clarity. So you need to have clarity, not coding. And this is where most people freeze. They hear AI agent and picture lines of code. You don't need that. And now I know there's a lot of happy people going around talking about vibe coding and coding this and coding that. For most of us small business operators, It's about getting done what needs to get done every day with our business so that we can spend time on the more important things, like spending time with customers, training our staff, fixing on and making our business better. So most platforms like OpenAI's Agent Builder, Zapier, or Flowwise let you build agents through visual workflows. All are low code or no code. You tell them what you want the agent to do, what to monitor, what to act on, what to ignore, and when to notify you. So you're giving it the guardrails, the rules. It's all logic, not language. The hardest part isn't building the agent. The hardest part is you being clear and defining the process clearly enough for the agent to follow. Agents don't fail because of bad tech. They fail because of vague instructions. And you know this yourself. If you give vague instructions to your staff, then you're not going to get a very good job completed or a task actioned. The more you can explain your process on paper and the more you can map it out, you've 80% of the way to designing your first agent. You already have this knowledge. You already know, as with most business owners, it's in your head and you know it. The challenge for you is to clearly put it on paper. You know it from instinct, you know it from experience, you know it from dealing with your customers. The difficulty is transferring it from your head onto paper so that it clearly can be mapped out, and your knowledge, your experience then is saved and actioned consistently. So you don't have to be there at every interaction, at every step. That's the exciting part with an agent for you. You're actually giving the agent your experience, your knowledge, and it will act upon what you give it and then improve upon that. So the next question is, what can I actually use an AI agent for in a small business? Just focus on the practical parts of your business, not the hype. Don't get carried away with, you can do 600 steps or something. Oh, good, I can do this. Get the basics right and then build upon it. Then make your business more receptive, more flexible, more innovative. But as they say, the crucial parts is the plain vanilla. Get the plain vanilla things done right, and then you can add your strawberries and nuts and cream on top of that. So let's just get the plain vanilla going ice cream. 3 examples. A customer follow-up agent. It checks your inbox every morning, finds new leads, drafts replies based on their inquiry, adds them to your CRM, and sends you a daily summary. Have it done quickly. A content repurposing agent. It takes your latest blog post or podcast transcript, turns it into social captions, a newsletter paragraph, and a LinkedIn post automatically. So you're not having to rewrite, do whatever. It's done it. You just do it. The third one is a data check agent. Every Monday, it reviews your sales or your website data, summarizes key changes, and emails you a 3-line summary like sales up 6% week on week, product B trending, ad number 2 underperforming. That's it. One agent can save you hours each week, can give you amazing insights without changing your workflow or working extra hours so that you don't have any time to be at home. The next question is this secure? Can I trust an AI agent with business data? Yes, but you need to have boundaries. You need to have boundaries and only give them access to what they truly need. Keep them inside secure environments like OpenAI or Zapier, not random open web tools. Test everything in observer mode first. Let the agent suggest actions before it actually takes them. Think of your first few weeks as a training period, like any new staff member, any new team member. You're teaching the agent here your standards, your expectations. And always remember context before control. You don't hand over sensitive data until the agent has proven excuse me, it understands the job. And question 5, where do I start? What's the first step to creating an agent? Don't start with tools. Don't go out there and get all the tools you see doing. Just start with clarity. Write down one recurring task you do weekly, or one task that you would like to get, such as a summary on your data. Break it into 3 parts. What you look at, what you decide, and what outcome you want. So your inputs, your decisions, and your outcomes. Feed that into ChatGPT or OpenAI's Agent Builder as instructions. Test it manually before automating. So run it manually and watch how it behaves. If it gives you good answers and consistent results, then automate it. You've just created your first AI agent. And more importantly, you've built a foundation for systemized thinking in your business. The key isn't complexity. The key is clarity. So that's us for the week. And here we are. AI agents aren't futuristic. They're foundational. The sooner you start experimenting with one simple workflow, the faster you learn how to design systems that think and act for you. AI agents aren't some corporate experiment. They're not some big business tool that you don't have access to. They're the next level of leverage for every business that runs out of hours in the day. And that's every small business. They don't replace people. They remove repetition. They give you consistency of standards, consistency of excellence. And you don't need to be a coder. You just need a clear process and the willingness to let AI handle the work that doesn't need your creativity or judgment. Remember, chatbots talk, automations repeat, agents decide. And that's the direction the future is heading. So this week, just pick one process and start teaching your first agent. Map it out. It's Friday today. On the weekend, work it through. Map it out. Take some time. You'll be amazed at how quickly your business feels lighter, faster, and more focused. So that's us for this week. If what we have discussed of AI agents is of interest to you and you're keen to take it some steps further, there's 3 ways that you can interact with us or work with us. The first way is through Small Business Pulse, which is our monthly subscription for $7, where we talk about utilizing AI and give you tips and steps and workflows to implement AI into your business. The second one is the workshops we run. We run 2 workshops. One is on utilizing AI in your marketing. And the second one is actually using AI and getting it to build custom GPTs or agents. So what we spoke about today. And the third one is AI Focus Engine, is where we actually come into your business and in a 3 months period set you up with an AI-driven marketing system, growth operating system in your business. So that's what we have. Please leave your comments, feedback, or ideas below. It helps us improve. Suggestions for topics that you'd like us to cover or questions you've got you'd like us to answer. That helps us improve and give you the information to help you improve your business. So that's us for today. It's been very good to catch up with you again. It's Friday afternoon, so I hope you all have a very good weekend. And we look forward to catching up with you next week, next Friday, when we present another edition of The Fix, or on Wednesday when we have the AI Insight. So until then, enjoy the rest